Hello, everyone. I am Ramon. Welcome back to Ramon at Home. I'm so excited you're here today because today we're going to be making a beautiful spring summer wreath, and you are going to be able to be the owner of it. I'm super excited because I'm going to give you all the tips and all the tricks for this wreath. This is going to be a raffle giveaway for our sweater project. Now, if you did not watch our last sweater project, I have so much to tell you. I am, however, going to wait a few minutes while you guys log on. And while you are logging on, make sure you say hi and let me know where you're watching from. I can see you guys are coming in. As you guys can see, there's the wreath right here we're going to be making. Right behind me, it's all of the florals. But first, I want to talk to you. I want to chat with you a little bit first. Hang on one second. I am going to go ahead and put a microphone on so you guys can hear me better. So be sure to say hi. Hello, Minerva. How are you? Hello to Linda. I'm going to go ahead and put a microphone on. I totally forgot about my microphone, but I'm so excited you guys are here. This is going to be a super fun video. I have so much to tell you, and while I tell you everything, can you guys hear me? I just plugged on a microphone. I'm going to get me closer a little bit so I can talk to you guys. Hello to Barb and Deborah. Hello, hello. Hello, Neil and Adrienne from Chicago. Indiana, hello from Vancouver. Hi, Ramon's from Texas. Linda. Jameson is watching from San Diego. Hello, Jameson. Jennifer. S. Homer, hello. Hello, how's everybody doing? I'm so excited you guys are here. I'm so excited you guys are here. This is going to be our very first wreath DIY for summer. And there's so much I want to tell you. As you guys can see right behind me, there's all these sweaters. All these sweaters. I'm going to start right now. You guys can, if you are logging in just now, I just want to tell you that I am so excited because in the last video, I told you guys a little story about myself and how I grew up in Tijuana. I grew up in Tijuana, and I remember one time there was these missionaries that came to this church where me and my siblings used to congregate on Sundays. And one day they gave us a little gift bag. It was a brown little paper bag, and it had a toothpaste that tasted like bubble gum and a toothbrush. And forever I remember that. To this day, I remember this. And what I forgot to tell you is that about 10 years ago, I worked at a hotel overnight and I was watching Oprah. And it was her Christmas kindness video that she had where she went to South Africa and she brought gifts to all these kids, right? She went on this caravan in all these places and she brought gifts to all these kids. And I remember 10 years ago, that touched me. And I said, hopefully one day I'll be able to do something like that for children. Well, fast forward this many years, last year I was able to put gifts together for kids and I was able to bless them. And I'm never going to forget the looks on their faces because that's exactly what I saw in their faces is exactly how I felt. So on the last video, I told you guys that what I wanted to do was to do a sweater project for this winter because here in California, Southern California and the northern part of Mexico, it gets really cold during the winter. And I think that if we get together, especially with so much negativity going on in the world right now, everybody wants to be right. And if everybody tried to do the right thing as much as they try to be right about their opinion, then I think that we can change the world. And so I am taking it upon myself and with the help of everybody to change the lives of as many kids. I said 100, but I think we can change the lives of as many kids as we can. So I want to name a few of you. I don't know if you are watching, but if you are watching, I want to thank you. And those people, they gave us super chats on last video. And right here, if you're wondering what a super chat is, it is a money sign right here by the smiley face. You can push on that money sign and you automatically are giving to this sweater project. And there was two people who gave to the sweater project via super chat, and it was Raymond Morero and Melissa Alvarez. If you are watching, thank you so much. And then also I asked you that if you wanted to send a physical sweater with a handwritten note for a kid, you could do that. And I gave you an email, which is ramonathomesweaterproject@gmail.com. That is Ramon at home, like the channel, sweater project, like what we're doing, @gmail.com. And so you could send a sweater and a handwritten note. I will give you the address if you send me an email there. And so I also had a few people deposit money on the PayPal account for the sweater project. And those two people were, let's see, Sherry Chance and Deborah Smith. Thank you guys so much for your donation. And then on top of that, I received another donation via mail. And her name is Mrs. Emma Wertz. She sent me a cute little card. How cute is that? I can change you the card, but I cannot change you the address. She sent a check and she sent this note. How sweet of her. And so with all of this money that we gathered so far, I went out to Old Navy and I bought all these sweaters, you guys. I'm so excited. Look at all these sweaters that we got for all the kids. Look at what God can do if all you have to do is ask people. And I didn't know that we had the power to do that. And I cannot wait to wrap all of this and give it to the kids. So I'm super excited because we have so many already. And so if you want to donate, go ahead and push the money sign right here. That is a super chat. Every person that enters a super chat is going to be entered for the giveaway of the wreath I'm about to make. And every person that sends a donation via PayPal, and that is Ramon Ahom. I'm going to type it right here. So I'm going to write down right here the PayPal, which is and then if you want to send the physical sweater, it is gmail.com. And if you want to send the physical sweater, send me an email to that email address, which is ramonahomesweaterproject@gmail.com. And I will send you an address where you can send your donation, you can send your sweater, or you can just do it via PayPal. I'll send the PayPal right there is paypal.me/Ramon and I think we can do this, you guys. I think together, and every person that sends the either the sweater, the PayPal, or the super chat right here on the screen right now, their name will be entered for the giveaway of the wreath we're about to make, and it's going to be absolutely fabulous. So, okay, I'm so excited. Okay, let me read some of your comments. I have beautiful sending memories for feeding the children. Yes, God bless. Yes, it is. If you guys were how I was as a kid and your life was touched in that way, do you really understand what it feels like when there's somebody out there somewhere who gives you something? You will remember it forever. And so it is my intention to touch those children's lives and let them know that there is somebody somewhere in the world that cares for them, and in hopes that their lives will be touched and they will grow up and remember, and when they're old like I am now, they will want to help somebody else. And I think it's like a domino effect. If I was touched the way I was and I'm wanting to do this for children, then I think we all can do that. And so I think together we can change the world, and together we can do it. So thank you. I'm going to name those people who gave the super chats last time, which was Raymond Marrero and Melissa Alvarez. Thank you so much. And Deborah Smith and Sherry Chains, who sent the PayPal donations. Thank you so much. Juanita says Matthew 40:25. Can you type hello from Pennsylvania? I will help when I am able. And the other thing is, you guys, you have to, I'm not asking to donate and to help if you can't. You have to remember that in the Bible says, to whom much is given, much is required. So you have to, like, you don't have to, but if you can do with what you have. I'm not asking anyone to go out of their way if you can. And with what you have, that's how we can change the world. You do not feel obligated to do anything, because if you're not able to do it, then nobody expects you to do it. But in the Bible it says, hey, Raymond, hello from New York. Raymond, thank you so much. I just told everybody that you did donation along with, I forget the names, Melissa Alvarez. You guys did the super chats last week. And then also Deborah Smith and Sherry Chins did the PayPal deposits. So I'm super excited. Thank you, Raymond, so much. And then also our friend who sent the card for the sweater project with a little check, Emma Marks. So thank you to everybody who's so far. Hey, Raymond, while you're here, let me show you what you got. Look at all these sweaters I bought with all the money you guys donated. I just want to let you make sure that you know that the sweaters are being purchased I went to Old Navy literally and bought a whole bunch of sweaters for boys and girls with all of the money that you guys donated for this project. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And so today we're gonna do a wreath. We're gonna get started here in a second. I'm just letting people log on. And I wanna go through a few things before I do. I did have a lot of questions about the sweaters. A lot of people ask what size. Does it matter boys or girls? No, it doesn't matter. If you're sending a physical sweater, it can be for boys or girls, any size. Oh, God bless you, Raymond. Thank you so much for what you did. It's going to really bless the children's life this holiday season. All right. The other question was, where do I send it? If you want to know where to send your sweater and your handwritten note, send me an email to ramonatHomesweaterproject@gmail.com. How long do we have? You can go, if you cannot do it right now, we have till November, the middle of November, because I want to wrap them and present them beautifully. So you have till the middle of November. It doesn't have to be right now. Does it have to be a sweater only? Can it be gloves or beanies? It can be gloves. It can be anything that will help the children get through the winter, basically. And also mittens, hats, little beanie hats, shoes, whatever it is that you want to donate, we'll make sure that it gets to a kid. Hello, Gigi. Sandra says, hello, Ramon. Hello. Shelly says, if I push it says 199. Can I change the amount? Yes, you can, Shelly. If you push the button, it will allow you to change it to whatever it is that you want to send. And all of the money is going towards buying sweaters, like I said. We're going to get, I said 100, but now I'm pretty confident that we might be able to do even 1,000. Who knows? How fun would that be, you guys? All right. Oh, and then also, let me see. So I already named those. Our next video, so I'm going to do this wreath right here, and that's going to be the giveaway or the raffle for this. Raymond says, show Ramon love by smashing that like button. Thank you, Raymond. I just got here. What is happening, Ramon? We're making a wreath right now. We're getting ready, but I do want to go through my notes. Okay, so the next wreath, we're going to do a full wreath again in about a month. We're going to do this again live, and I'm going to be able to talk about, again, the sweater project and show you what I get if you guys send anything, or if I go out and buy more sweaters, then I'll be able to do that while I make a full wreath, and that's also be given away. So the winner for this wreath will be announced in our next live video. All right, and then also later on, I want to announce the winner of the plaque from Shinoda. There is a winner already, and I'm going to tell you guys who won. On the last Shinoda haul that I did, I told you guys that one of you would win one of these plaques, and I have the winner, so we're going to announce that later on. All right, sweater project, new ones, used ones. I rather, if you can do a new one, I rather it be new, because I would like to present it with a tag. However, I'm not gonna reject any used ones, because there's so many kids out there who need a sweater, and I'm pretty sure they don't care. Yay! Hello, Shelly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Your name will be entered for the giveaway for this wreath. Thank you so much. That is $49.99 from Shelly. Thank you. Once again, I'm going to use all the proceeds from all of this to buy more sweaters. So far, we got 25, you guys. 25 sweaters for little boys from Old Navy. They were on clearance. I'm not going to lie to you. They were on clearance. But I was able to get 25. And this is for a little girl. How cute is this? So we got so many of them. And we're going to get more. Like I said, I had a goal of 100. But I'm pretty confident that we're going to do way more than that. If we can buy it right now on clearance and then just save them for later, then we're going to be able to bless as many kids. So, all right, I'm going to get started with the wreath. If you want to be entered for the wreath, just make sure that you hit that little sign, the money sign, or send a PayPal donation, any amount, and then we're going to go ahead and enter you for the wreath. All right, let me get ready for the wreath, and don't mind me for a second, okay? I have to make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing. Then also I have to go get my glue. All right, don't mind me, don't mind me. This is what happens when you're live. I'm trying not to burn myself with this glue. me put it right here so I can dip. There's another one, Kim Keller. Thank you so much. She says, happy to help. Thank you, Kim, so much. These are going to go, once again, straight up to the kids. I'm not, let me make sure that you guys can see me right here. I'd rather you see the wreath and what we're doing. All right, thank you, Kim, so much. And so far we have Kim and Shelly. All right, so don't mind me if you don't see the top of my head. I want you to see the wreath, however, and we're gonna take our time. I want to talk about all the tricks and the tips that I have learned making wreaths for the past 10 years. And then also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I went shopping today for fall, you guys. There's going to be a massive fall haul that I cannot wait to show you. But fall will start on July 5th here at Ramon at Home, right after July 4th. So that way I can get all of the ideas out to you and you can get inspired to do your fall decorating. I know it's a little premature, but you have to keep in mind that in the seasonal decorating world, we have to be one season ahead. So don't hate me for it. All right, so the very first thing I'm going to do is I have an 18 gauge wire. Yay, Raymond, thank you so much. Keep up the good job, Ramon. That's a blessing. Thank you. And Diane, thank you so much for your donation as well. You guys are the best. You guys have no idea how this makes me feel. I almost cried the last time when I received that donation because I literally told my mom, look at what God can do. And all you have to do is ask people to help, and they're willing to help, especially during this time because there's so much negativity going on in the world. Gigi, thank you so much. Another 20 bucks, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I just want to let you know that I will show you on the next live video all of the things. Thank you, Susie VA. Thank you so much. That is amazing. Thank you, guys. And your names will be entered for the wreath, and I will make sure that you get this wreath. Hang on, I have to do a screenshot right now. Hang on. 3. And then that way I have all of your names. Perfect. All right, so the very first thing you need to do is we're gonna have an 18 gauge wire, and sorry if you don't see my head, but I really rather you see the wreath. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape it. And the reason why you wanna tape your wire is because that way it won't scratch. Thank you, Amy Snyder, for another donation. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. All right, so you wanna pull this tape right here, you guys. This is a florist tape. Thank you to Devra A. McKinnon. God bless you. No, God bless you all, guys. Thank you so much. And when you pull on this right here, it activates the glue, right? And then it coats it with this brown paper. And the reason you want to do that is because when you work with it, it won't hurt your fingers. Wire by itself will work your fingers if you try to work on it. But if you cover on this florist tape, you can find at any local florist supplier, then you can wrap it and it won't hurt your fingers. All right, so then what I'm going to do, well, first of all, I'm going to take the tag off of this, put it on the trash. And what you want to do is you want to go ahead and insert this guy right here like this. And then you want to go up, a little bit down, like that. And then you twist it like this. Once you have it twisted like that, you want to go down, all right? And then you want to go ahead and twist like this. Raymond says, Ramon, you can count on me, buddy. Whatever I can help you with, I'm here for you. Thank you so much, Raymond. I appreciate that. Bless you all. I will donate later. Thank you. Like I said, you guys, it has to be what you can. I don't want you to do something you can't. I wouldn't do it myself. So I would just be able to help with what I have because that's what God calls us to do. He doesn't want you to go broke to help anyone. He just wants you to help with what you have. All right, so that is so we can hang it on our door, okay? So now I have to make sure that I'm gonna put my camera back a little bit. I'm gonna go a little bit down like this. Perfect. All right, so then next, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start with my greenery, and I have all of my greenery in this bucket right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put it right here. We're gonna use some of this fern. This is so pretty. We're gonna use some of this boxwood. We're also gonna use some lynx ear. We're gonna use some eucalyptus. And we're also gonna use some of these other eucalyptus. I'm gonna put that right there. And what I wanna start with is this eucalyptus right here. It's this, I think it's called silver dollar eucalyptus. And so what you wanna do is I have my hot glue gun or my hot glue pen. Let me show you this real quick too. This is what it looks like, and it has some glue. If you are a crafter or if you are a wreath maker, you wanna get yourself one of these so you're not using your hot glue gun, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start inserting this eucalyptus. Once you insert it, actually I guess I can even close. Is that, you guys can see that? Perfect. So once you insert that, what you wanna do is you wanna give it a bend like this, so that way it spills forward when it's hanging on your door. And you always, always, always want to go on a clock motion. The reason why, thank you so much to Susan. Thank you for your donation, and your name will be entered for the wreath. Now the wreath will be announced on our next live. I'm gonna do it live. I'm gonna write all of your names. All right. Okay, so the reason why you wanna go on a clock motion is because wreaths were made back in the Grecian days, right? And what they did to do a wreath was they would actually first make a garland. They would make a fresh garland, and then they would tie it together. Well, if you think about it, if you have a garland that goes like this, right? And then you tie it together to make a wreath, look what it does. So it does have that clock motion. That's how wreaths came about. And that's why you always, 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 if you want to have a beautiful wreath, you have to do it on a clock motion like this. You guys knew that? All right. So we're gonna insert right here. Now here's the other thing, you guys, I have to tell you. When you're making a wreath, you always tend to forget this part right here because you're so close to it. And you're so worried about doing all of this, but you always have to worry about where your shoulder is. So if you want a balanced wreath. I also want to thank Shinoda, the Science Center, because they provide some of this product for you guys. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, then you guys saw that I was shopping today, and I just had so much fun. And they are being so generous with some of the things for you guys. So I'm just very thankful for them. So I'm gonna go ahead and clip some of these guys right here. Now I also have my pick machine, and there's another, Deborah, thank you so much for your donation, and you're gonna be entered for the giveaway. Now I have a pick machine right here, and I'm putting a steel pick, you guys can see. And the reason why is because it has these teeth right here. So that helps it to hang on to the form. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert some of this right here. So basically, we just wanna go around one more time. I do, however, want to pick this because when you want to pick this is when the stem is too flimsy. So that way it gives it a little bit more of a sturdy stem. And this is going to be a fabulous, fabulous wreath. Pick it. I really hope that you guys are at least learning a few tricks of this trade that I worked on for so many years. And all I have to say is that I'm so excited about the holiday season and the fall season because I just shopped for it today, and it's going to be jam-packed with fabulous ideas. And the only thing I do ask of you guys is if you do enjoy one of the videos, help me share it. Help me share it with your family, with your friends. Hit that share button on Facebook, send it on an email. Let's make this fabulous Christmas season and fall season the best yet. All right. So now I'm gonna go around with some of this green boxwood. And because I only have a certain amount, you have to really split them and separate them, but always make sure that you get a lot of that glue so it stays. Now, I want to explain something about this glue as well, you guys. When you use a hot glue gun, that is all silicone. That's when you put it outside, like I used to live in Kansas. You put it outside, the silicone will melt and your stuff will come away. Well, this right here, let me take it out. This right here is called glue pellets. And this is not only silicone, but it also has glue in it, which is what helps it adhere to your form. I bet you guys didn't know that either. It's okay, I didn't know that either a few years ago. And so those are just things that you learn when you're working in this industry. All right. So far, I'm gonna do some lines here. Let me get it over here. And if you guys could see all the stuff I have back here, it's just a dream. Right, so I'm gonna cut these guys a little shorter. And I'm gonna start up here on the top. And give them a little bend like this so they spill forward. And I'm gonna do one more here. Like that, and look how it's covering some of that wreath form, which is what we want. At the end of the day, the reason why you green your wreath is so you cover some of that wreath form, and the more you cover your wreath form, the less flowers you have to use. So that's another trick I can give you, and that's the reason why I am greening first. Now I did drop some, so I have to disappear for a second. All right. Last Christmas I did this, you guys, and I was so happy when the lady who got it, I cannot remember her name right now, it's been so long, but she was so happy. She sent me a really sweet email because she loved it on her door, and I was just so happy because otherwise it would just end up here in my studio. Then also don't forget to go in and out. I have one more right here, and you have to make sure that you have it outside and inside. And if you guys see right here, I have a gap. So I'm gonna use this last one, and I'm gonna put it right here, but first I'm gonna give it a bend. Let's take it right here. And so now it's looking more cohesive, as you can see. Now, I also have some of this fern. However, I want to save some of these later because this is what's going to give it a wispy look to it. So I'm going to save that for later. I do, however, have a little bit more boxwood, and I want to cover as much as I can from these wreath forms. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick some of these boxwood in. I cannot thank you enough for everybody that is participating on this project. I'm so excited because it really means so much to me that we can help these kids. And I'm just like over the moon excited because I was so scared to tell you guys about it because I didn't know how people would react. A lot of people, believe it or not, when you ask your viewers to do something like this, they unsubscribe because they're not here for that. However, like I told you guys before, in the Bible says, to whom much is given, much is required. And I was given this platform, and I was giving the opportunity to talk to all of you through this media. And so it is because I was given that, then I'm required to do something with it. And what better thing to do than try and help somebody else who is in need? And that just fills my heart to see so many of you willing to help, because that's what Jesus would do if he was on the earth. All right. So I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to stop right here. One of my ex-bosses used to say, stop while you're ahead. Yay, thank you, Renee. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your donation. She says, hope this helps. It helps tremendously, Renee. I really appreciate that. And Jameson is probably writing down the names of everybody who's donating as well, so we know. I'm trying to screenshot them all, but as I work. But if you guys see Jameson there in the chat, go ahead and say hi to him. All right, so then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and grab some hydrangea. I'm going to move these sweaters out of the way so that way I can get in here. All right, I'm going to use some of this hydrangea. Now, I want the hydrangea to be really close to the wreath form, and it has this foliage right here. Well, we're not going to waste anything, so we're going to cut the hydrangea, and then we're going to cut this greenery right here, and we're going to go ahead and insert the greenery into the form and make it look part of the wreath right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and insert my hydrangea, but I think I'm going to pick my hydrangeas to make sure that they really hang on to it. Then dip it into the glue, and I'm going to go ahead and add this right here. And then give it a bend forward like that. And I have one more, so I'm going to go ahead and cut. Once again, cut the greenery, and go ahead and insert this greenery in here so it looks more natural. Now, here's a rule of thumb that I learned, you guys, a few years ago. Actually, more than a few, more like 7 years ago. The more greenery you put on your wreath, and the more varieties of greenery you put on a wreath or an arrangement, the more natural it will look. And when you work with fresh flowers, you try to use as many greens as possible so it looks more natural. If you only have one type of greens or two types of greens, it looks more forced than if you had several of them. All right, so I'm going to put that there. I have one more, so I'm going to do 3. You also have to keep in mind what the size of the wreath is. I'm going to go ahead and insert the greenery first. I'm going to go ahead and put that right here as to extend. Perfect. And see how these hydrangea foliages just stick out so beautifully? So I have another hydrangea right here. I'm going to go ahead and add that third greenery up here so it goes all the way around. Always work on sets of 2s, 3s, and 1s. All right. There you go. You see how you have all that hydrangea foliage just flopping out? That is beautiful. All right, so I'm going to put another hydrangea. Let's see. I'm going to do the triangle over here. Sure, I have 4, so I'm going to go ahead and use the 4. So I'm going to go ahead and open this guy right here and insert right there. So I'm going to put that on the inside. And then I want to mention that these 2 are on the outside facing. And then I'm going to do 2 on the inside. So they're kind of balanced. And to everybody that is donated, I just want you to know that your name will be entered for the raffle for this wreath. And I am going to send it to you. We're going to announce the winner on our next video, on our next live video. All right. So I have 4 hydrangeas. You know what? I have a 5th one. And at this point, the more the merrier, right? So I'm going to go ahead and cut this guy short. Let me see if I need the greenery somewhere. I'm going to save it towards the end. So if we need it at the end, we're going to readjust and see where we might need it. All right. So I'm going to put it right here to kind of make a star. All right. Make sure you have plenty of glue. Insert that right there. All right. Perfect. So then what I'm going to add is we're going to add some of these beautiful ranunculus. I'm going to just grab them all. I have a whole bush right here, plus some. I always start with a plus some. If you have a bush that is new and you have some that you have already clipped, always start with the ones that you have already clipped because you might need longer ones later on. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add. I'm going to start adding. I'm going to start here on the top. And always give that head the bend forward. And because this is a smaller flower, I'm going to start adding 2 at a time because they make a better impact if you have 2 than if you poke at them together. Yay, Minerva. Thank you so much. God bless you too. Thank you guys so much. We are going to do it. And your name will be entered for the raffle as well. So I'm going to put one right here. And I'm going to put another one right here. Together. Then because we work with sets, thank you, Cindy. I love what you are doing for the children. I am loving the wreath too. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate you. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to do another set right here. So I'm going to cut this. What I like about this particular one is because they come on the sets already. So I'm going to cut one right here. I'm going to cut 2 sets. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right here, right next to the hydrangea, creating that famous triangle that I always talk to you guys about. If that is one tip that, if you can always remember just one tip, I really just recommend to never forget the tips of the triangles. It doesn't look like a triangle to you, but if I was to just basically spin it like this, then you have a triangle. So it doesn't necessarily have to be always a perfect triangle. You can move that triangle anywhere you want. But that's what you're looking for, to have a more balanced look. All right, so then what I have some of these fabulous pink peonies. These are from Shinoda, and they are the Real Touch. Look how gorgeous these are. They look real. Look, if I open it, it even has like the little yellow pollen in it. They're so pretty. So we're gonna go ahead and add some of these guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut them a little bit short, dip it into my glue. Make sure that you don't burn yourself, because when you're working with these wreaths, it's really easy. And look how pretty out that is, just like that. So pretty. I'm gonna cut this guy right here. I'm gonna pick it. Some of the ones you have to pick. If the stem, like I said, is too flimsy, then you want to go ahead and put a pick on it, especially if you're making it for retail. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead. Oh my goodness! Thank you, Corey Torres. Thank you so much for that donation, and your name will be entered for the giveaway. All right, so I'm gonna put one right here. So now if you see right here, we have a set of 3. So we went from 2 to our set of 3. And so now this only basically by itself. So we can either do another one of the same to do a set of 2, but then you wouldn't add anything else, or you can wait for later to do a set of 3, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and add this one right here because we have 2. So might as well just make a set of 3. And sometimes you have to go in there and move your foliage to make sure that that flower goes into the form, like that. Look how cute is that, like that. And so now we have a triangle. So I'm gonna stop right there with the peonies. I have one more, but I think I'm gonna save it for later. I always like to save some of the same flowers for later. All right, so I'm gonna put those to the side because we have a lot more. So let's see what else. I'm gonna add some of these really beautiful peach. Yay, thank you, Janet, for your donation. I really appreciate it. We're gonna enter your name for the giveaway as well. So I'm gonna use some of these peonies. Cut them a little short. And I'm gonna do, with this one, I do wanna do sets of 2s because it's a medium-sized flower. So basically I'm just gonna add 2 at a time. And if your stem is too long, just go ahead and cut it shorter. And then also make sure that you go all the way out like this. Remember, it has to go all the way around. Thank you so much, Nia, for your donation. I really appreciate it. And the children will appreciate it too. You know, I have to contact somebody on YouTube because I want to make a video when I do when I take those sweaters to them. But there's a new rule where you cannot put kids on YouTube. So I have to contact somebody on YouTube and see what I can do. And if I cannot do it here on YouTube, I might have to put that video on Instagram or Facebook because I want you guys to see where the sweaters are going. So, all right, so I'm gonna add one right here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab another one, cut a little shorter. And as you guys can see, it's looking pretty full. So basically we're gonna add a 3rd one right here. Now this is looking really gorgeous. However, what's really gonna give it a lot of life is gonna be the wispies, which I always like to add. So we need some down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab another one of these peonies. And I'm gonna add some right here to the bottom. See, it's so easy to forget the bottom because you're not looking at it closely. Okay, I'm gonna add one more here to the bottom, like that. Let's see. And I'm gonna use the other peony that I had, the really pretty one, because I feel like you could really use it down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it a little shorter. How gorgeous is this? Look at that. Doesn't it look real? Even the pollen, look at that. So pretty. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this guy. And don't be stingy with your glue because you really wanna make sure that those flowers stay there. And just make sure that it goes into the flower. All right, so far, what do you guys think? Thumbs up if you guys are liking it. I wanna see those thumbs up. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some lavender. I'm gonna add some of these lavender. And what you wanna do with this stuff, yay, thank you, Lourdes. Thank you so much. what you want to do with this stuff that is dangly like this is you want it to stick out further out. All right. So I'm gonna add a lot of this because this is what is gonna give it a lot of life. And I'm gonna start up here on the top. And look what that does. It really does make all of the other colors pop. And remember, what goes up must come down. So at this point, I'm gonna start doing one up, one down, one up, one down, one in, one out. So that way I know that it's all cohesive. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it out right here. Like I said, sometimes you have to move your flowers when it's getting tight like this to get into your wreath form. How pretty are this? Okay, so I see a lot of thumbs up. You guys are liking what you're seeing? Good. Okay, so I'm gonna move these flowers right here. Go ahead and insert like that. And I feel like we have space for one right here coming out of this, but I need a really long one. So I'm gonna cut a brand new one. That's what I'm saying. See, if I would have used all of the short ones first, or if I would have cut off here, then I wouldn't have any longer ones. And right here, I need one to spill out. So I need it to be as long as possible. Now, these wreaths will retail for about 175 to 195 at the shop where I used to work. And they would just go like pancakes because this time of the year, people, especially in the Midwest, would just love our wreaths in the Midwest. All right, so now I'm gonna add one here. Now, whoever wins this wreath, I'm also gonna send you a burlap made bow with long tails. That way, if you wanna put a bow, I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna put it on right here, but I will send you the bow for it. In case you like a bow, then you'll have one to put on. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and open right here. Just go in with my, make sure that it goes in. I'm gonna do one right here out. Sorry if I'm giving you the back, but I have to move these flowers. How cute is that? Well, so I have three, I have three, I have two. I'm gonna do another set of three right here. Thank you everybody who's helping with this project. I'm super excited. You guys have no idea. It almost brought me to tears the other day because, like I said, it's amazing what God can do with the lives of people when they get together. All right, like that. Two. Oops. All right, I'm gonna add one more out here, and always remember, like I said, to go all the way outside, so that way your wreath is uniform. And I feel like it's looking good, but I need something right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back and add one right here. And then also inside doesn't have any, so you always have to remember what goes up must come down, what goes out must go in, and what goes left has to go right. And that is the way to have a really cohesive look. Look at that. And then I need one right here. I'm gonna add a longer one. This is looking real good, guys. I don't know if the camera can appreciate it, but all right, so I'm gonna add this one right here. Like that. How cute. All right, so I'm gonna stop right there with this lilac, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring some of this fox hollow that I already have pre-cut. And this, thank you so much, Mónica Hernández. Dios te bendiga a ti también. Muchas gracias por tu donación para los niños. I'm gonna show you guys in a second the winner of our last raffle. All right, so then what I'm gonna do is with this wispy stuff, you wanna go in like that, and you just wanna let it fly out. Sometimes it's hard, but there you go. And this lavender, I'll show you something. What this does is like this really highlights the harshness of it. You see that if I put that right in the middle? What it does is like it highlights it. Because it's on the same family, however, it's a lighter shade of it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pick some spots where I have flowers that I want to highlight, That's where you want to use this lighter stuff. If you want to highlight something, you go to the same family of colors, you go one shade or two down, and then you put it in, and it just will make everything else pop. Okay, I'm going to add one right here. Let's see. And let's see. Right here. This also helps to fill in some of those gaps. Right here. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, I feel like I need some right here. Always remember to go on the outside. Put them in like that. Sometimes even if you don't see it when you first look at it, if I go right here, then I know like right here, I need something right here. I would not want anyone to have a wreath that is got a missing spot like that. See, now you can see it from over here. And look, this side I'm not even seeing, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this a little bit that way. See how right here it needs color? So I'm gonna go back in with one of my lilacs, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here because it's missing something. And like I told you guys, sometimes it is just so hard to see those sides because you're not looking at them. But always walk away from it, look and see, evaluate what is missing. I can already tell you I'm gonna need something right here as well. I mean, if one of you is gonna keep it, might as well make it absolutely gorgeous. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add this guy right here. Like so. And then I want to bring one of the longer lilacs. So I'm going to go ahead and cut one of the ones on the stem. So it really hangs out from here. So I'm going to give it a bend up because I want it to come forward. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick it on my glue. Yay, thank you, Jeanette and Sahukta. Thank you, girls. The children will love you for it. Oh, okay. All right, so I'm gonna see how that elongated the shape. Instead, let me see. Yeah, I think that's pretty even. I'm gonna put one right there. Actually, I'm gonna do a highlighter one. Thank you, girls, so much. All right, I'm gonna put one right here. Like that. So far, so good. Then I have a few roses that I wanna put in. What I like about roses, and I'm gonna only do 5, but what I like about roses is that they are a chunkier flower. So they're really going to fill in spots that I feel like you really need something. And I wanna make sure that these ones go down as far as I can. So that way it fills in on that form. Look at that. Oh, that is so pretty. Can you guys even see it? I'm just overreacting over here. All right, so I'm gonna add one right here. I will get it close to you guys so you can see it. Look at that. So pretty. I'm gonna cut this short. If you guys would like to help the sort of project, but you cannot donate on PayPal or you cannot donate here on the super chat, I would really, you know what really would help also if you just share this video on your Facebook, send it to a friend, just let them know about this video, and that would really tremendously help. And then also keep in mind that for our Christmas season and our holiday season, I would really like you guys, if you enjoy the video, if you really like the project that we made, it really helps me when you help me share them, because that's how the video gets out to other people. And I really cannot just reach as much and as many people as I can. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put one right here. Perfect. Then you wanna go ahead and back and fluff those. I'm gonna put the last one. Oh, I don't have another one. Nope, I'm out of that. Are you guys liking it so far? Thank you, Gail. I see you. Thank you so much. Raymond says, slow Ramon. Love by smashing the, oh, thank you. Yes, hit the like button, you guys. I'm gonna get it close to you before we do the last step. Look at this. How beautiful is that? And this is what I'm saying. If you want to do sideways, oh, I found the bold spot right here. And once I get done with the video, I'm gonna go ahead and like, obviously like finish it off the size that I don't see, because somebody's gonna hang this on their door. All right, so the last step I'm going to do, I can believe we're almost through with this video, is I'm gonna add some of this really pretty fern. This is called, well, it's called greenery. Doink. So I'm gonna cut them all at once. I'm gonna start with 2. All right. Wait, sorry. All right, so I'm gonna start with these 2. And what I like about this is how wispy it is. Look at this. How beautiful is that? All right, so I'm gonna start on the top. Now I want this to really, really, really stick out. So I'm gonna start up here. You know, making wreaths was one of my favorite things that I did when I worked at the flower shop. Look, that's gonna elongate the size of our wreath. And then I'm gonna go ahead and bring one out of here. So basically I'm gonna go in there, look for a spot where I can put it right there. At this point it's getting pretty full, but a beautiful wreath is a beautiful full wreath like that. And look at that, how cute is that? Then I'm gonna add one more right here. Out. Like that. Go ahead and fluff it. Then I want to go ahead and do some inside. So give him a bend. Look for a spot like this right here. And then go ahead and insert and bend. And look how it comes forward. And now you have that row of fern right here. It looks so pretty. I will get it close to you guys so you see it in a second. But just that fern is just adding the last touch to a really lavish and beautiful wreath. I'm gonna add it right here. Pull forward like that. And now I'm gonna go here on the outside where we had that spot where I saw earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and add one of these like that. Look at that. So we've taken care of the inside, but I feel like right here, we could have another one. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick some glue. Sometimes you have to remember the corners to go in like that. Look how cute that is. All right. I'm gonna see where I need one. Right here. Like I said, at this point, you have to move your blooms out of the way so you can go ahead and end to the front. Like that. Let me see. I'm gonna add one more out here. Like that. I'm gonna need the third one because I only have one left and I feel like it's gonna need more than just that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this guy all at once. Oh, how pretty. It's very feminine looking. And I love a feminine looking wreath. It's just soft and beautiful. All right, I'm gonna add one out here. And look how that wreath, that fern really just helps to finish it off and to make it look a little bit more natural looking, because there is a lot of flowers going on. And this wreath could also be made with fresh flowers. The exact same technique would be used for fresh flowers. Look at that, so pretty. All right, I have a few more. Let me stick back. I feel like I need one right here. Right there. I'm gonna put the last one. Oh, I have 2 more. I'm gonna go ahead and put one right here. Like that. And actually I'm gonna add, see at this point you just wanna go ahead, make sure that you have plenty of flowers. So I'm gonna go ahead and add one of these lilacs right here, because I couldn't even see that there was a spot right there. And I'm gonna add the last one of these ferns down here, all the way down. To support those peonies right there. And look at how pretty that turned out. Hang on one second. What if I put some of this fusion? Look. How about these? Nope. All right. Oh, how about these? No. I think this is it. What do you guys think? Look how pretty this is. That's the hydrangea that we put is sticking out. It's so beautiful. Even if you go sideways like this. So that is going to be our read for today. I'm going to put my hot glue gun up here so I can read some of your comments. And I can tell you the winner of... all right, let me read some of your comments. I want to first of all thank you guys so much for all the donations for this project. I'm super excited. This wreath, the winner will be announced on our next live video. I once again want to thank every single person who's donated, and their names will be entered to the giveaway for this particular wreath. I want to thank again Sherry Chance, Deborah Smith for their PayPal donations. I want to thank Raymond Marrero, Melissa Alvarez from their last PayPal donations. I want to thank, what's her name here? Emma for sending the card with a check, and everybody that's helped today. I will make sure that I write down your names, and I will name you, all of you, next time. And I just want to show you one more time all of the sweaters that we've got so far, which makes me so happy. There's so many of them all the way over here. So that is what we all together can do, you guys. And I'm super proud of myself, and I'm so proud of you for wanting to help this cause. And I cannot wait to go out shopping for more and show you in the next video. I'm gonna give this away, and I will be making a fall video, because then fall will be closer, and it's gonna be big and fabulous, and pumpkins and all the things that fall call for. So stay tuned for that. Now I do want to name the winner of our Shinoda plaque is Floyd and Ricky Griffin. If you are watching, go ahead and send me a private message on Instagram or on Facebook so I can get your email address. The beautiful wreath is going to look good on my door. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you to everybody who entered. I'm going to enter your names multiple times for donating multiple times on this giveaway. It will be done live. And if Ricky and Floyd Griffin are watching, make sure you get a hold of me so I can send your Shinoda plaque, the one that you picked. And do you guys have any questions? Let me read some. God bless you. No, God bless you, Deborah. Graciela Yun says, thank you, Ramon. Thank you, Graciela. Paula says, that's beautiful. Where did you get this stand that holds the wreath? You can get that at any flower shop. It is just basically a wreath stand. And I just put a cardboard on top of it or on the back of it so I can work on it. Let's see, Raymond, good luck to you all. Thank you so much, Raymond. You're such a blessing. Thank you, appreciate you. Wreath is so lush, love it. Somebody will hang that on their door, and I'm super excited about it. Sylvia Luna says, I'm in my bank account, it shows YouTube. Oh, it does. What happens is when you donate here on super, like if you do the super chat, I get that money through YouTube. If you do a PayPal, then it goes to like my bank account. But yeah, it does show because like you pay to YouTube basically, and YouTube pays me the money, and then I go out shopping. So that's what it is. Let's see who else. Good night, sweetie, sweet angel. Thank you so much. Thank you, Raymond. Let's see. Dulce Gadi says, beautiful. Thank you. Love seeing your channel. Thank you so much. There's so much, you guys, going on. You have no idea of all of the full things that I got today. If you saw on Instagram, then you saw the cart full. It's full, like one of these shopping carts, and not a regular size shopping cart. It was a huge size shopping cart of full stuff. We're gonna do so many things. I cannot wait. I love you. I love to watch your videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's see. Let's go up to. I want to thank you again, Sajunta Jeanette, for your donation. I want to thank Monica Hernandez for your donation. I want to thank. Let's see who else. Who else? Who else? I can see right here. Lourdes Ibarra. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate it. Nia Alemani. Thank you so much for your donation. Janet Delgado, thank you so much for your donation. Corey Torres, thank you so much for your donation. Cindy, thank you so much for your donation. Minerva, thank you so much for your donation. God bless you as well. Let's see. Renee says, hope this helps. Thank you so much for your donation, Renee. It will tremendously help. Deborah Foster said, thank you so much for your donation. Sandra, God bless you as well. Thank you so much for your donation. And I think that's all the people that donated today. And all of that money is going straight to buying more sweaters, shoes, mittens, gloves, whatever we can get for those kids. And like I said, I do have to get a hold of somebody on YouTube to see when I make that video because I want to show you. Here on YouTube, I cannot. I have to get clearance so I can put kids on my videos. It's just the new law about protecting children's privacy. But if I can't, I know I can do it on Facebook or on Instagram, and I will put a video together because when you guys see the faces of those children when they receive something from some stranger, then it's just priceless. It will melt your hearts. I remember it myself when I was given that little bag of toothpaste and toothbrush out of all things. All right, you guys. Well, do you guys have any questions about the sweater project? If you are going to send a physical sweater, remember that the email address is ramonatHomesweaterproject@gmail.com. If you do a PayPal donations, paypal.me/RamonAtHome, and I will use all the proceeds to buy more of these guys right here. We're gonna wrap them, we're gonna put them in little bags, and we're gonna give them to as many kids. I used to say 100, but now I see what God can do, and I know He's telling me it's gonna be way more than 100. So we're gonna get it done. All right, you guys. Well, next time we're live, if you don't follow me on Facebook or Instagram or right here on YouTube on my tab, that's where you're gonna find out the next time that we're live to do another wreath, and we're gonna announce the winner of this wreath. See, right now I'm seeing right here, it needs some purple, right here. So I'm gonna finish this once I'm off the YouTube, and I just want to thank you guys. Thank you, Ramon. Thank you, Gigi. Heidi says, "Did you?" Thank you so much, Zenaida Vargas. Thank you. Great project. God bless you, Ramon. God bless you as well, Zenaida. Appreciate that. Do you have to donate? No, you don't, Heidi. You can donate $1. You can donate as much as you can. If you hit that little money sign right here, you can move that little dot and it'll go up or down to whatever you can. It can be 99 cents. It doesn't matter what you donate. And it's all for the children and for the glory of God, because He's the one that put it on my heart to do this for the kids. And He reminded me of what I felt like when I was given things, toothpaste and toothbrush. You know, I told my brother the other day, and I told him, I was like, do you remember when we were kids and like these Americans would come to the church and they bring, he's like, yeah, he's like, I said, what is the thing that stuck with you? He's like, I remember they make us dance the hokey pokey. You have to keep in mind that back then we didn't speak English, so we just went along with it, you know. Put your foot in, put your foot out, do the hokey pokey, and turn around or something like that. To this day, I don't know it, but that's what stuck with him. To me, it was the toothpaste and the toothbrush. So, thank you, Jamison, for the help. How do you know what greenery to use? I explained this earlier on the video. I would do as many greeneries as you can. In this particular case, I used a lot of the gray-based greeneries. Like if you see this right here, I use only one green, which is the boxwood, to fill in. But I use this. I also use some all of these are green-based ones. And I wish I had one of the ferns, but I don't. But the ferns that I put here, they're all in the same gray family. So you can put as many. Thank you, Denise Jackson. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. And so you can use as many as you want, as long as they're on the same family. You can use as many of the greens as you want. And the more greenery you put on your wreath, the more natural it will look. And the more, the more you're going to help to cover the form. Because you have to keep in mind that what we're doing with the greenery is just covering the form so you don't see it. Especially if you're going for a lush look like this. That's what you're doing. So, and the next one that we do, like I said, is going to be a full one, and it's going to be also fabulous. And we might do a few for Christmas, just because, well, Christmas is my jam. So, all right, you guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and type them. Once again, thank you so much for your donations for the sweater project. I'm super excited. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. We're going to make this happen, and you guys will not regret your donation. I'm going to make you proud. I promise. Denise Jackson, I hope I can do more. Thank you, Denise. Anything helps. Remember, always remember that God says to whom much is given, much is required. And what that means is that you have to give according to what you've given. And what I've been given is this platform and I can help with whatever I'm monetarily. I can help with whatever I am given, and so that's what God wants us all to do. He doesn't want us to go broke trying to help and impress anyone, but He's just calling us to do what we can do with what we're given. So let's all just keep that in mind. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to share this with your friends. Don't forget to follow me on the social medias so you know when we're going to be live next. Also, I'll especially on Instagram, I'll post pictures and videos of when I'm out shopping so I can show you as I'm shopping. But next time we do another live video, I'm going to show you all of the things that I get with this particular batch of money. And we're going to do this all the way to November. And like I said, we're going to bless as many kids as we can. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to share this with a friend. I love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And until next time. Oh my gosh, our artist, another donation. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have been a blessing today. And stay tuned for the giveaway winner. And if you are Floyd and Ricky Griffin, be sure to send me a message so I can send your Shinoda gift. Okay. Thank you guys. Love you all. Have a wonderful night. And until next time. Bye. Cindy says, I'm a teacher and love kids. I missed the live. I have to rewatch. Thank you so much, Cindy. Bless you all. God bless you all.